I think it's safe to say that every Harry Potter fan knows that the Elder Wand is the most powerful wand in existence. Paired with the right wizard, the wand is unrivaled and can be devastating beyond belief, which is why it surprised me that, for over 7 decades, Voldemort never sought it out, never wanted it, and most importantly, felt like he never needed it. It was only when he had no other alternative to kill Harry Potter that he resorted to hunting the wand. Now, it's not known if he wanted the wand solely for that purpose and would return to using his old wand afterward, but my question is, why would the most powerful dark wizard in the world not want to pair himself with the most powerful wand in the world? Come to think of it, he actually had no desire for the other Deathly Hallows either, so let's take a look at that today. Let's uncover why Voldemort never searched for the Deathly Hallows. Lord Voldemort is the most powerful dark wizard of all time. In fact, you could say most powerful wizard in general, but Albus Dumbledore begs to differ with that latter statement. So it should only make sense that, on his journey to power, a young Tom Riddle would at least come across the Elder Wand in some form of research or another. It's a wand that is pretty well known as it's 1/3 of the famous Deathly Hallows. Now, Tom's U-Wand was also pretty powerful and had not let him down thus far. He'd performed incredible feats of magic with it. He actually performed a Horcrux ritual with that wand. Now, the purpose of a wand is to channel a wizard's magic, to channel his power. It is the case that some wands do it better than others, and it's also true that there's no formula or method to build the perfect wand. As a matter of fact, despite the wand being around for millennia, it's still being modified and adjusted with different cores and woods.
The wand chooses the wizard, Mr. Potter. It's not always clear why.
Most wand makers stick to what works best for them. The Elder Wand was a wand like no other. This was something that was looked upon as a level above everything else. It was near impossible to replicate all of its properties because not all of them were discovered, and the ones that were, like its core and wood type, were difficult to pair and disastrous if paired incorrectly. Still, the Elder Wand was built with a purpose, to be wielded by only the most powerful. It was only loyal to the strong and would change allegiance when sensing the stronger wizard. The legend of the wand, along with the other Hallows, were myths thought not to exist, but Voldemort was all too aware that when it comes to magic and myth, they are normally both connected and are normally real. However, he never sought out the wand, or the other Hallows. I thought even in his youth, to acquire such a powerful object would be something he definitely wants, as he was incredibly talented during his schooling. He had done things that other students would only ever dream of. Exploring and experimenting untested, untried areas of magic was what he wanted to excel at. For example, he had heard of necromancy and inferi, but it was something nobody had ever achieved. It was just another myth, thought to be impossible. Even Gellert Grindelwald couldn't reanimate the dead. He was inaccurately hoping the Resurrection Stone would do that for him. However, the Dark Lord created hundreds of undead soldiers to be commanded when he saw fit. He was heavily into symbolism and everything had to have meaning, which is why his Horcrux objects were so carefully chosen. This wizard was taking the boundaries of magic to a completely different level, so I'll ask again, why not seek out the Elder Wand?
Tell me, Grindelwald, tell me where it is. Tell me who possesses it.
Even if he didn't want it, I'm sure he'd have actually liked to locate it just to prove that it was real, and he'd be the first one to find it, but he never did. How could he not want to link his own power with the power of the Elder Wand? He'd be unstoppable, nobody would be able to defeat him. The wand's allegiance would be to him, and I'm pretty sure with Voldemort wielding it, its loyalty would never again be called into question as it had so for centuries. The thing is, it's not as if he didn't want the wand. I mean, if it was there before him, I'm pretty confident he'd use it, but the truth is, he actually didn't need it. He had no use for it, and I think I know why. Voldemort knew it was he who held the power.
I said, that's better.
All of his achievements were from him performing unrivaled magic, but he believed that the power should always come from the wizard. The wand should only channel the magic, not contribute to it. He seen it as an easy route, and he would not have a magical item, not even the Elder Wand, reflect his power as a wizard. Even when he was about to kill Snape, he was sure the wand resisted him, noting that it was his extraordinary magic that actually had the wand working to the standard it currently was, which was still below par.
I am extraordinary, but the wand resists me.
So when it comes down to it, Voldemort didn't want the Elder Wand, nor did he need it. As a matter of fact, he was actually one of the few, if not the only person, who had no use for any three of the Deathly Hallows. Let's look at the Resurrection Stone for example. This gave the holder the power to bring their loved ones back to the world of the living, and is something I don't think anyone would turn down. The Dark Lord, on the other hand, would most likely laugh at the choice to use the stone. For starters, he hates and fears death. He wouldn't want to associate himself with an object that allows people who have succumbed to their mortal weakness of death to be able to talk to the living. It would disgust him. There's also the small addition of the fact he has no loved ones. Who would he even bring back? He hated his mother for giving up on life. He hated his father and grandparents, so no chance of them making a comeback. He also hated his maternal grandfather and uncle for disgracing the line of Slytherin. In fact, out of all of the Hallows, I think the Resurrection Stone would be the Dark Lord's last choice. Then we have the Cloak of Invisibility, said to be the most powerful invisibility cloak in the world, rumoured to be made of thestral skin amongst other unknown materials. It's said to hide the wearer from death itself. Now, if we think realistically for a moment, who on earth would Voldemort want to hide from? There wasn't any challenge he wouldn't face in order to achieve his goals. And when it comes to the mythical side of things, and we examine the fact that in the tale of the three brothers, the cloak can even hide the wearer from death, well, I think it's clear to see that it wouldn't be the case with the Dark Lord, due to the fact that he had conquered death. He was bound to the world of the living. Death could not take him even if it tried to do so, so I could imagine Voldemort staring the hooded figure directly into its face and laughing, something I feel death wouldn't forget. And when it comes to the Elder Wand, I said Voldemort didn't need it. He didn't want it, but most importantly, he never desired it. It was because of the unforeseen circumstances that he couldn't kill Harry Potter with his own wand that he actually went about looking for it. Even so, he never unlocked its true potential, as he never won its true loyalty. For the story and well-being of Harry Potter, I was happy that that was the case, but at the same time, I wondered just what heights he could have reached if he had indeed become the wand's true master. However, that's a scenario we can only wonder, and who knows, maybe it's a video topic I'll cover down the line. What if Voldemort became the Elder Wand's true master? It certainly sounds like an interesting topic. Anyway guys, with that being said, that is my explanation on why Voldemort never sought out the Elder Wand. As usual, if there's anything that you'd like to add, you can do so in the comment section below. The Riddle trailer currently has the first minute completed, and there's only 30 seconds left of animation to do, so bear with me, it's coming. It's just gotta be right. Thanks for watching guys, I'll see you all in the next video.